Wake up to a fresh face in the morning. Join host Hazel May weekday mornings on Sportscentral AM for the latest information on your favorite home teams first. Sportscentral AM with Hazel May, October 15th on Sportsnet East.
Sportsnet East, home of the Senators.
This is Sports Central. We know the Avs raised a banner tonight, but did the Canucks raise some eyebrows? The Giants make like Siegfried and Roy. They try to tame some tigers. The opening of baseball's playoffs. M's versus Tribe. Diamondback versus the St. Louis Cardinals. He's been anything but a bomb in Winnipeg. Dave Ritchie has a new contract. You know your comeback is important when your team's intra-squad game sells out. And there's something fishy about Dion's latest athletic endeavor. Find out what it is. Sports Central is next. Hey, good evening, everyone. I'm Don Taylor. Welcome to Sports Central Primetime. No doubt that overall the Canucks are an improved organization. But if there's one thing this franchise has struggled with the last 5 years or so, it's the ability to find and or keep decent goalies. Urbe, Snow, Burke, Hirsch, Weeks, Schwab, Essens, Potvin. There's even a movement afoot to bring back Frank Caprice. When will the search end? Maybe it will end with Dan Cloutier, or maybe, just maybe, Martin Brochu. The heavily decorated minor leaguer made his Canucks regular season debut tonight in Colorado, and talk about a test. Calder Cup champion Brochu against the Stanley Cup champion Colorado Avalanche. Here we go. Canucks and Avs. Home opener for the Avalanche, so they were celebrating last year's Stanley Cup championship. And you know, people in Quebec City, old Nordiques fans, just hate seeing this. I think this is slightly intimidating for the young Canucks, by the way. Ray Bourque in attendance. Early on, Brendan Morrison in close. Can't beat Roy. The Canucks outshooting the Avs 6-zip at this point. Canucks on the power play now. The Avs won't be able to clear here. Ed Jovanovski picks it up. He's good. 1-0 Knuckleheads on the goal by number 55. There's Marty Brochu. As I said, his first start as a Canuck. Late in the first, Avs shorthanded. Joey Sakic looking for Todd Gill. Puck deflects off Brendan Morrison's stick pass. Brochu, 1-0 after one. Unlucky for Marty. Early in the second, Alex Tanguay is going to high stick Eddie Jovanovski, and he gets the deuce for that. They got 5, huh? I don't know. Ensuing power play, Daniel Sedin from the sharp angle, off Rob Blake and in. Hey, Daniel will tell you, I planned it that way. 2-1 Canucks. Sakic now to Milan Hayden. Save Brochu, his 10th of the game. He was looking solid. Avalanche power play. Martin Skula, point shot, deflects off a sprawl Brent Sopel. Another unlucky goal. Beats Brochu 2-2. Canucks on a 4-3. Marcus Nance, the great pass to Herbert Vasilyevs. First goal of his career, and does so while wearing Gino's old number 29. 3-2 Nucks. Avs power play. Sakic to Blake. Yes. 3-3. All 6 goals scored on special teams. Third period. Chris Drury. He's going to split the defense here. Splits LeChance and Jovo. What an effort. 4-3 for the Avs. Chris Drury changing numbers from 37 to 18. Always a problem for the Canucks. Bertuzzi from behind the net. Whacking away at it. 1 whack, 2 whacks, 3 whacks. And the mess ripples. 4-4. Todd doing a good job of whacking there. Milan Hayduk is going to go to the net here. His shot off the post. Brochu knocks it out. And the score remains... Hold on a second. They're going to go upstairs in this one. Do they think that thing actually went in? Does somebody have night goggles on here? They said it went in. I don't know about that. Bottom line, it counts. Colorado wins 5-4. I'm saying it's a heartbreaker for the Canucks. Counting the playoffs, the Canucks 2-16-6 since March 4th. Colorado improves to 5-1-1 on home openers since the club relocated to Denver. Bertuzzi recorded his 100th career goal. You saw that. Go along with a couple of assists. We're joined now by Jim Houston and Craig Simpson. Guys, new goaltenders, same result. Jim and Craig, what about the net minding tonight?
Well, It's an odd night to analyze a goaltender. They did, in fact, give up 5 goals, and that's a problem most nights in the NHL. But for Martin Brochu, who looked pretty solid, well, 3 of those goals went in off his teammates. It was an odd night to analyze. What do you think of it?
Well, I think he played well. I think it's the type of game that you really can't sit back and say, did he make a mistake here or there? He had some bad breaks go against him. He had some odd goals that are just going to happen at different times. It's very rare that you have 3 or 4 in the same game. But I think more importantly is how the team played in front of him. I think they had confidence in the way he was solid in his crease. He did not look nervous, and now it presents an interesting opportunity for him. Is he going to get right back in there and play, or do they come back with Dan Cloutier? Either way you look at it, it was not a failure despite the 5-4 loss.
Well, if Martin Brochu doesn't play in the next game, I'm sure he'll get some action before too long. Well, the winning goal in this game was scored by Milan Hajduk, who just has a penchant for game-winning goals.
Catch, rather, the first real game of Michael Jordan's comeback here on Sportsnet October 30th, or if you make Millard money, you can see it in person front row beside Spike Lee in New York. You see, the filmmaker and unabashed Knicks fan is auctioning off one of his courtside seats for the Wizards' opening night visit. Face value of the ducat is $1,600 U.S. Proceeds will go to the Terrorist Relief Fund. Here's the plays of the day.
The plays of the day, brought to you by Moore's Clothing for Men. Well made, well priced, well dressed.
Lou sends this one into right center. Golden catch, Andrew Jones. That one grounded. McGuire able to knock it down, and then tags the bag in time. Big Mac making a big play. Alex Tanguay holding his back. Oh, what a hit! Palpy with the Jets. Working around, he scores! Sakic out to center, Gill's up with him. Milan Hajduk's there as well. Gill tipped into the net by the Canucks. Slowly around the perimeter, Vasilia moves into the net, scores! Olerud, smacking it. And Tommy getting one there. Back to first, they got 2. Instead it's dunked towards center. What a play by McLemore! What a play by McLemore! Edmonds at the wall, he leaps and he got it! Edmonds takes it away from Gonzalez. He's 1-on-2 in on a chance. Split the defense, he scores! Great goal! Chris Drury!
The Oilers involved in a pair of 1-0 games already this season. You can catch them on Sportsnet West against Colorado on Thursday. I'm going to go out on a limb and say there's going to be more than one scored there.
Yeah, let's hope with those 2 teams. The Canucks fall to 0-3. A pretty good effort against Colorado, but so reminiscent of the playoffs last year. All 4 games, the Avs just so good. Keep the Canucks at arm's length. But, you know, baby steps. They say stick around. Don Taylor is coming up next in the Pacific region.
Sportscentral announcer clothing provided by Cambridge Clothing. Available at the men's room.
Log on to sportsnet.ca, your online source for breaking news, scores, and analysis. Make us your homepage today.